Hi everyone, ¿cómo están todos? Welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on this video. I am Anna, I'm 21 years old and I have tested positive for the coronavirus, COVID-19. And as you may have seen by the title of this video, it's not just me, but my family, the people that live in my house have also tested positive. There's 5 adults, me, my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law, and 2 children. We didn't do the test on them, but finding out our results were just, pretty much they have it, they're positive as well. Thank God. The kids, they haven't showed any symptoms, any reactions, nothing. And this might be of a shocking news to some because I personally haven't posted, talked about it with anybody, but some have reached out to me and talked to me about the subject because they have found out through other sources. So a couple of people know, but other people don't know that we have it. So a lot of people have been asking and have been wondering, which I am so grateful for because it's an insane amount of people that have been messaging us and just praying for us and showing their love, their support. It has been much needed and we are so grateful. I can speak from my family's part as well. We are so thankful for everybody that has been messaging us, that has been praying for us. We truly feel it and we are so appreciative of it. Like I was saying, the kids didn't show any symptoms, but for us, the adults, we did, and some more than others. But I do want to break this video up into parts so it can kind of make sense, and I'm going to do my best to explain our experience with it. So a lot of people, the first question that they ask is, where did you get it? And honestly, there's a lot of ways that we could have gotten it. We have talked about it. We have talked to like maybe this person, maybe from here, but we are not able to pinpoint exactly where it is that we got it from. But the thing is that we got it. Another question is, what was these symptoms? How did you know? How did you start getting the concern that you might have it? So it felt like someone flipped a switch because all of the adults, we got the same symptoms the same time. I remember it exactly. We were in my living room and I started saying like, oh, my body hurts. I kept coughing and I was like, my throat hurts and I'm very cold. It feels like I have a fever. And then my brother was like, you know what, like me too. My sister-in-law as well, she felt very cold. Turned around and I saw my mom and she was just kind of like in pain too, like her body hurts. My dad too, he was coughing and just cold as well with body aches. And we didn't think much about it. We were just like, you know what, we're just gonna rest because it was in the nighttime. We're just gonna go to bed and like rest, just sleep, and we'll see how we feel tomorrow. On the next day, all of us the same, just body ache, cough, and just like very weak. We didn't really have energy to do much. And it wasn't until the point where 2 people in my family started developing more symptoms, worse symptoms than me, my dad, and my sister-in-law. So those 2 people were my brother Chris and my mom. They started, like I said, developing more symptoms like not being able to breathe, having a lot of pressure on their chest, having fevers that we couldn't control. And this is real. It hits people differently. My reactions weren't the same as my mom's. My mom's reactions are not the same as somebody else that we heard that has it. So a lot of people have different symptoms. These are my family's, our symptoms that we had. Me, my sister-in-law, and my dad, we were with the body aches, coughing, but it never got to the extent as my mom and my brothers. So going on to my mom and my brother, which a lot of people have been asking about as well. So I want to do a specific day, which was the worst day of all. There's been good days, bad days, but in the night, it's where it all just goes downhill and it's worse. But there's one specific day that I just can't erase from my mind, and it's so hard because I knew about the coronavirus, right? And I was like, I don't know if it's real. What if people are making it up? I don't know how bad it really is. But now I can say, yo, take care of yourself, like honestly, because this is horrible. And mind you, Prior to that, we were cleaning ourselves, wearing our masks, sanitizing, like doing the best we could, because we were praying and we were trusting, confessing to God, like, this is not going to enter our home. This is not going to be part of our lives. So saying that, we didn't prepare with equipment. If we were to get it, we weren't prepared at all. We didn't have any medication, any treatment. So, oh yeah, before I start with the worst day, we got tested. First, it was my brother. I think my brother tested first, and then it was my mom and my dad, then it was me, and then it was my sister-in-law. So now, the worst day, I remember this day like it was yesterday. My dad called me. I remember looking at my phone and it was 6:20 a.m. These nights have been very hard to sleep. Once someone has a coronavirus, I don't know, but for my family, it's super hard to sleep because you're just like thinking, are they okay? Do they need anything? Are they breathing? Constantly checking and worrying. And he's like, Anita, tienes que bajar ahorita. You have to come down. Your mom is not breathing. And I was like, wait, what? My sister-in-law had got a nebulizer from her friend to help the breathing, but we only had one. So he's like, get it from Chris's room and bring it down because your mom is not breathing. So I ran into my brother's room, woke up as fast as I could. I went down, and when I go down and I see my mom's face, I think that image, that moment will never leave my mind, because it was one of the scariest moments ever where I felt useless. I felt helpless. Everything that me and my dad tried to do, it seemed like it just didn't do enough. It wasn't helping. We connected the machine and she was just green and pale, super cold, sweating. And I remember me and my dad just looking at each other, and we're just like it took her a while to respond. So me and my dad were just like, praying and just looking at each other with so much pain. I remember my mom being so worried. She told me to leave the room, that I shouldn't be in there. So I went to my living room, which is right by her room. I just laid on the couch and I started praying. Her and my brother have had similar symptoms. Once my mom gets something, my brother gets it. Once my brother gets it, my mom gets it. And it's just the same thing. And I'm just laying there when I hear my brother Chris calling out for help, because he was going through the same thing my mom was going through. And so we found ourselves conflicted, do we disconnect my mom and help Chris? So my mom had done a bit of her treatment, so we disconnected the machine from my mom and we put the oxygen tank on her, and we took the nebulizer to my brother, and my brother was the same. There's a lot of situations that happens like that where it happens so quick, it's just less than an hour, but after that you feel so drained, so tired, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Everything in this sickness happened so quick, from the symptoms to getting tested to seeing the results to just getting worse and developing different stuff that we were just not prepared for. We didn't know what to do. A lot of people kept calling us, telling us do this, do that, and us just being oh my, is this really happening? I am so thankful, like I said, because I know God has touched the hearts of so many people with this, and I know that those prayers are the ones that are getting us through this, that will get us through this, because I already feel it, I already see it. The recovery has been good. These last 3 days, I see a huge difference in their health and their appetite. I can say okay, we are finally getting through this. It's almost over. My main concern was just taking care of the kids so that they don't have those symptoms, and taking care of my mom and my brother because they're showing these horrible symptoms. And I wanted to share with you guys what we went through, what is happening right now. We still have to maintain in quarantine, but the good news is that we are no longer contagious. We can't spread it anymore. We just have to be extra careful of not getting it again. And a lot of people get scared, you know, of sharing, oh my god, I have it, because other people may be scared, but it's like, no, after a couple of days it leaves your body and you're fine. Right now we just feel very tired and weak because of everything we went through. I want to encourage all of you guys to stay safe, to stay healthy, follow the guidelines, because this is very true and it happens in my house and I would never want it to happen in your house. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and keep my family in your prayers still. We are slowly recovering from this, and I will be seeing you next Friday. Bye.